जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद
जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद
जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद
जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद
जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद
जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद
जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद
श्री चैतन्य चरितामृत की जय। श्रील कृष्णदास कविराज गोस्वामी की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to today's Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita reading. We are reading from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, chapter 5, the activities of Sakshi Gopal. So, what did we read last time? This young Brahmana came to the house of the old Brahmana, reminding him of his promise to give his daughter. But uh, the old Brahmana, being under the pressure of his family members, was already in great anxiety. He had been for a few days. So he uh, didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. So the young Brahmana had asked, "You promised to give," of course, with great respect. He bowed down and he treated him like his guru. So with great respect and humility, he folded his palms and he said, "You promised to give your daughter, and now you're not saying anything. What is on your mind?" And the old Brahmana was silent. So because the old Brahmana was silent, his son took the opportunity, came out with a stick to beat the young Brahmana. And then he started saying, "You low class person, you want to marry my sister?" Like that. Then just seeing, the man coming with a stick, this Brahmana ran away. He ran away from there. But the next day he gathered village people together, and then he said what? He told them, like this old Brahmana, he has promised to give his daughter, but now he's not saying anything. So then the old Brahmana was called. Uh, he was summoned by the village leaders, like the panchayat. And then, of course, along with the old Brahmana, his son also went. And there they asked, if you have actually promised. So first the young Brahmana explained what happened, you know. Then, uh, he's not giving. He promised, but now he's not giving. So what kind of behavior is this? Please ask him, like that. So the old Brahmana said, uh, actually, what I said where, I don't remember anything. I don't recollect. As soon as the old Brahmana said this, Now the son comes forward, right? He got the opportunity. And as he had told his father before, he said, "You simply say that I don't remember, and I will handle the rest of the situation, right? I will defeat the other person by my word jugglery." So that's exactly what he did. So he came forward and he said, "This one, this young Brahmana, he's a thief." And they went on a pilgrimage. My father and this Brahmana, my father went on pilgrimage, and there was nobody else. There was only this other person with him. So, taking opportunity, this young one, he saw that my father has so much wealth. So, he first of all gave him an intoxicant, poisonous plant, datura. And then he made my father crazy by feeding him this intoxicant. And he stole all his money, all his wealth. And then uh, he said, thieves have stolen it. And after that, now he comes home and he's saying that he promised him his daughter, my sister. And what happened to all the village people? When they heard this, they thought, yeah, it makes sense because people do this. When there is a wealthy person, they try to exploit, right? They can make up stories. So it's quite possible that this young Brahmana must have taken, stolen all the wealth and uh, you know, uh, he must have taken all this wealth. It's possible. Then uh, now the young Brahmana is in difficulty, right? Because he said that no, he then started narrating the whole thing
There was
because now he
another
huh?
point, no? That he said that uh, the the son was saying, sorry for the noise, Mataji. So the
No
son
problem.
was saying that because, that when you are lower, when they are lower class, they like to get married to a higher class, high society, and that's why he wants to get married. And then everyone was agreeing, yes, that is something which happens. But then he was, as you said, then he was narrating the story that I told him not to promise his daughter because I am lower than him in status, but he still insisted on giving his daughter to me.
Right. He narrates the whole story, how it started. We went on pilgrimage and we went to the holy places and everything. So, uh, yeah. So the elder Brahmana said, "I don't remember, right, making any promise like that. I just basically his point was I don't remember, not that I, not yeah." So he said, "I don't remember." Okay. Then when he said that, his son took the opportunity and he stood before the assembly and he said, "While touring various holy places of pilgrimage, my father carried so much money. Seeing the money, this rogue decided to take it away. There was no one besides this man with my father, giving him an intoxicant known as datura to eat. This rogue made my father mad. Having taken all my father's money, this rogue claimed that it was taken by some thief. Now he's claiming that my father has promised to give him his daughter in charity. All of you assembled here are gentlemen. Please judge whether it is befitting. Is it, yeah, so is it actually proper to give this poor Brahmana my father's daughter like that?" So when he asked this, his intention was, as Mataji said, that uh, yeah, people like this, they do this, right? This because in the Purport Srila Prabhupada explains how people actually, uh, and we see that in this world, people actually do that just to get wealth. They can, make up stories and trap the wealthy people. So then, is it proper? to give? I mean, does it make sense that you give, that my father should give his daughter to, after not establishing, but after uh, blaming, right, that this Brahmana is a thief and he's not of good character. Now he's saying, is it okay to give my sister to him? What do you say, all of you assembled people? So then they also started doubting, Arey, what kind of person this is? You know, it is quite possible, right? Because of attraction for riches, one might give up his religious principles. This is a Brahmana, but he can give up his truthfulness out of greed for religious principles. It's possible. And actually, it is happening. Uh, We were hearing yesterday in Mahabharata class that Brahmanas now are very corrupt all over, and North India, South India, everywhere. You know, they're taking bribes, they are taking intoxicants, they are eating meat, which is actually forbidden for a Brahmana. A Brahmana shouldn't do. These are sinful activities. Uh, but they're engaging in all these things and still they're performing their paurohityam, right? Like purohits duties. They go and perform weddings, perform shraddha ceremonies and all that. And they even come in a drunk state, right? They're drunk and they come and they do their puja. So what is the whole point? Is it going to benefit the people who are getting married, or who Shraddha is performing? It's not going to benefit them. Brahmana means very pure, right? His eating habits are pure, his living habits are pure. Then he is actually there. But uh, by the influence of Kali Yuga, uh, you know, Brahmanas are becoming degraded in the general society. In the general society, Brahmanas don't even actually accept any salaries. Brahmanas, they just give their services and then the society just maintains them. That's actually a Brahmana, right? He's not even demanding any fees or anything. Of course, without giving dakshina to the Purohit, no ceremony is complete. That's true. That is from the Yajaman's side. He must give. But as far as the Brahmana is concerned, he never demands, like, this is my fees, you have to give me this much, then only I will do your puja. Not like that. It should not be like that. That's not really a Brahmana. Here, so then, but out of the influence, because of influence of Kali Yuga, we see Brahmanas are also becoming degraded. So these people also here, the village people, they thought it's quite possible, seeing the riches, this Brahmana must have lost his religious principles. It's quite possible, like that. So then the young Brahmana, now he has to present his, uh, you know, he has safai, right? From his side, he has to give his justification. Then he started saying, now this son of this elder Brahmana, he simply wants to win over me in this argument, right? So for that, he's making up stories. He's lying. Whatever he said is false. That, I stole the money and I fed him intoxicant and now I'm falsely claiming that he gave. No, he's telling lies. And why he's telling lies? Just to win this argument, he's telling lies. Actually, what happened was, I was serving this Brahmana, and this Brahmana was very pleased with my service, and on his own, by his own desire, he offered to give his daughter to me. He said, you take my daughter. But that's not all. After he said that, I said, no, 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 it doesn't work. You are a wealthy person, you are from an aristocratic family, you are very learned. I'm just the opposite. I am not aristocratic, I have no education, and I have no money. How can it be a proper relationship? Marriage has to be done between equals. So I'm not a fit husband for your daughter. Don't say such things, because the idea behind that is, you are a Brahmana. How much can be written, right? In every dialogue, how much can be written? The book will become bulky. But you can imagine, you're a Brahmana. Brahmana shouldn't tell lies. If you say something and if it doesn't happen later on, then you will become a liar. And if you become a liar, you fall from your Brahmanatva, right? Your the position of a Brahmana, you will fall from that. And he's concerned. He's concerned about the really not just about the physical health of this elderly Brahmana. He's concerned about his overall health, his spiritual health. He shouldn't fall from his dharma of a Brahmana. So therefore he was saying, no, 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 you are satisfied with me. If you remember further on, he said, if you are satisfied with me, that's all. Because I am doing this as to please Krishna. You are a Brahmana, a pure Brahmana. On top of that, you are a Vaishnava. You have come to holy places. By rendering service to you, Krishna becomes very pleased. That's why I rendered service to you. I don't need anything else in exchange. And you don't have to feel also, oh, he has done, so I have to give something. No, I already got mine. So don't even say that I want to. So he forbade. He forbade the elderly Brahmana from giving his daughter because the reason was, yes, you have a good heart to give, but it's not going to happen. And it's reasonable. It won't happen because I'm not qualified. He himself said, I'm not qualified to get your daughter. And then the Brahmana still kept insisting, no, 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 you must take. It's not like that. He said, you may want to give your daughter, but you have a big family circle. They will not agree. Then you'll be in a difficult situation. Don't say this. Again, the elder Brahmana says, no, no, she's my daughter. She's my property. I can give my property to whomever I want in charity. Who will question me? Then after he said all this, now the thing is the elder Brahmana is determined. He is saying that yes, I am going to give no matter what. Whoever may say anything in this world, I will give. Now what is the next step? I will give means now that word has to be protected. Right? Yes, now he has this determination, he wants to give, very good. But again, when he goes home, young Brahmana is able to see the family members will not be quiet. So after all this promise and everything, if he does not keep the word, what will happen? Again, he loses the religious principles. So to protect his religious principles, he brings Krishna. You really want to give? You come and say in front of the deity. Whatever you want to say, you say in front of the deity. You make a promise in front of Gopal and let Gopal be witness. So then he comes, the elder Brahmana, because from his side he actually wanted to give. So he said, my dear Gopal, I am promising to give my daughter to this young Brahmana. You please bear witness. And the young Brahmana turned to Gopal and he said, my dear Gopal, you are the witness that this elder Brahmana is promising to give his daughter. If he does otherwise, then I'm going to call on you as a witness. And this whole thing he's narrating now in front of the village panchayat. Because the elder Brahmana is silent now. And the young Brahmana, the elder Brahmana's son, he made up a whole story that my father never even said, and this person is trying to cheat my father, like that. So he said the whole thing. Now, yeah, all this we discussed. At that time, he said, I have offered you my daughter. Do not hesitate. She is my daughter, and I shall give her to you. Who can forbid me? Then at that time, I concentrated my mind and requested the Brahmana to make the promise before the Gopal deity. Then this gentleman said in front of the Gopal deity, my dear Lord, please bear witness. I have offered my daughter to this Brahmana in charity. Accepting the Gopal deity as my witness, he also said, I told Gopal, I then submitted the following at his lotus feet. If this Brahmana later hesitates to give me his daughter, my dear Lord, I shall call on you as a witness. Please note this with care and attention. Khabardar. Not like that, but
Yes,
pay
I was
attention to
trying to
this.
remember what word was that. Kavardar, yes.
So he said that, yeah, I shall
Poor Krishna
call on
also
you.
has to. Poor Krishna also has to listen Kabardar.
Of course, in front of his devotee, Krishna becomes completely his, Aham Bhakta Paradhina, right? He's defeated completely in front of the devotee. So we will see further on. So this Brahmana said, I'm going to call on you. Note this with care and attention, right? It's not just in passing. Keep it in your mind. I will call you if this Brahmana, you know, later on hesitates. So now, after narrating the whole thing, this is exactly what happened. This is the truth. Thus, I have called upon a great personality in this transaction. I have asked the Supreme Godhead to be my witness. The entire world accepts the words of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, it is the young Brahmana who said that about the witness. The young Brahmana only brought up the topic about the witness. He said, I called Gopal as a witness. I said, if he hesitates, I will call you, right? And why I called Gopal? Is he some ordinary person that you will say, who knows, and who this witness is? Everyone, all three planetary systems, they accept Krishna as the supreme authority. If Krishna said something, can it be a lie? Will you say, no, this is not true? No, nobody can say. So if Krishna comes and says, yes, this person he bears witness, then the judgment will be, it has to be in my favor, right? Therefore, I called Gopal as a witness because he's a supreme lord and everyone, the entire. So nobody, you cannot reject. If Gopal bears witness, you cannot reject because all three, the whole creation, right, accepts Krishna as the supreme authority. That's why I called Krishna as witness. Okay, now this young Brahmana gets, young Brahmana means the son of the elder Brahmana, he gets another opportunity. তবে বড় বিপ্র কহে এই সত্য কথা গোপাল যদি সাক্ষী দেন আপনে আসি এথা তবে কন্যা দিব আমি জানি হো নিশ্চয় তার পুত্র কহে এই ভালো বাত হয় so as soon as this young brahmana said তবে বড় বিপ্র কহে the elderly brahmana said এই সত্য কথা yes yes whatever this young brahmana has said, the whole thing, this is true, this is true story, right? The only thing he said before was, I don't remember. And it is possible, right? Believable. Sometimes you forget, but as soon as when someone tells you, describes what happened, you get the memory. Yeah. That's what happened. I had forgotten, but when you said, I remembered. It's possible. So the elder Brahmana is saying after the young Brahmana, because when his son said that he gave him Datura, he made him, mad, and then he stole, father didn't say anything, he just kept quiet. But when the young Brahmana narrated the whole story, he said, yes, this is true. This is true. Whatever he said is true. Ei Satya Katha. Whatever he's saying is true. And what was the last thing he said? I called on Gopal as witness. He said, yes, if Gopal bears witness by coming here, then yes, I will give my daughter, no doubt. This is true. Right? Gopala jadi sakshi dena, apane asi etha. So if he personally comes here and gives sakshi, right? Gopal jadi sakshi deno apane asi etha. Tabe kanya divo ami jani ho nischay. Then I will certainly give. Without any doubt, I will give my daughter. If Gopal himself comes here and bears witness, then I will certainly, in front of his son also, he is saying, I will certainly give my daughter. Then what did the son say? Tara putra kohe, ei bhalo baat hoy. Yes. This is good. This is nice. I agree with this. Now, what is the father's conviction? Wow. It's not that he didn't believe. He's not an atheist. He's a great devotee. He went on, in that old age also, he went on pilgrimage, stayed in all these places. He's a devotee, a Vaishnava. So when the young Brahmana said that Gopal is the witness, then the elder Brahmana, he didn't say with any doubt, how can Gopal come here? No. He was very eager. Wow, if Gopal comes here and gives witness, that's going to be so wonderful. Then sabka muh band ho jayega, right? My sons, my wife, everyone will have to accept. The whole world will have to accept. If Gopal comes and gives it, that's very good. So he became happy. He said, yes. Ei satya katha. If Gopal comes and bears witness by personally coming here, Gopal personally comes here and bears witness, I will give my daughter to this Brahmana. There's no doubt about it. He's saying in front of all the judges and everyone. So now there's witnesses also, right? And then the son says, yes, yes, I also like this proposal. Because he's an atheist. He's thinking Gopal will come from Vrindavan to South India. And back then there is no trucks or nothing to bring the deity, right? No trains, no airplanes. And, and who's going to bring temple deity? And you saw Sakshi Gopal. He's a big marble deity, right? Big deity. Who's going to bring the deity from there? And then after that, coming here, he has to bear witness. So then they said, uh, yes, yes. The son said, yeah, yeah, this is good. If Gopal comes, then I will give. No problem. I agree. I like this proposal. So everybody agreed that if Gopal comes, yes, we'll give the daughter. But the son's point is, he won't come. Taking this opportunity, the elderly Brahmana immediately confirmed that this was really true. He said, if Gopal personally comes here to serve as a witness, I shall surely give my daughter to the young Brahmana. Purport. The elderly Brahmana's son immediately confirmed this, saying, yes, this is a very nice settlement. Well, that's also part of the previous part of translation. As the super soul within the heart of all living entities, Krishna knows everyone's desire. That's why Krishna is called Bhavagrahi. Bhava, your bhava in your heart, what is your bhava, Krishna understands. Externally, it may look positive, negative, but what he's concerned about is your bhava, your love. Bhavagrahi Janardana. So, Krishna knows everyone's desire. He knows the elder Brahmana's desire, his son's desire also Krishna knows. He knows everyone's desire, everyone's request, and everyone's prayer. When we pray to Krishna, it's not that we are just, sometimes you want to just vent out things because you want to get it out of your system. But it's not just going in air. He's actually hearing all your prayers, your feelings, your heart. He's actually aware of everything, your desires. Krishna's hearing. So, Krishna knows everyone's desire, everyone's request, and everyone's prayer. Although all these may be contradictory, the Lord has to create a situation in which everyone will be pleased. All these may be contradictory means the people, right? His desire is different from his desire, right? The son's desire is different from father's desire, like that. But Krishna has to create a situation where everyone will be pleased. Prabhupada gives this example. The thief is praying before he goes to steal, he's praying to Krishna. Krishna, please, help me steal this time. Let them all be sleeping and I can get the wealth. And the owner of the house is praying, Krishna, please protect my wealth. And now Krishna is the master of the thief and the house owner also. So he has to fulfill both desire and keep them both satisfied. So this is Krishna's position. Only Krishna can do that. So the Lord has to create a situation in which everyone will be pleased. This is an instance of a marriage negotiation between an elderly Brahmana and a youthful one. The elderly Brahmana was certainly willing to give his daughter in charity to the young Brahmana, but his son and relatives became impediments to this transaction. The elderly Brahmana considered how to get out of this situation, right? Otherwise, the family members threatened that they will commit suicide. He didn't want that either. After all, they are his family members, right? So he considered how to get out of this situation. I want to keep my dharma, religious principles. I made a promise. I want to give my daughter. That boy is a very nice boy. But if I did that, my family will commit suicide. I don't want them to commit suicide. And I also want my daughter to give to this Brahmana. How is this possible? Right? He was considering how to get out of this situation and still offer his daughter to the young Brahmana. His son, an atheist and a very cunning fellow, was thinking how to stop the marriage. Right? My father, my foolish father, he made a promise, but this cannot be done. Now I have to do something so that there's no opposition from others. Right? They can say, oh, your father promised, why you are interfering? Let it happen. Dharma. A Brahmana, when he promises, he has to keep his dharma. But the son is thinking, how I have to stop this marriage. That is his planning. So that's why he came up with that story. The father and son were thinking in a contradictory way, right? He's thinking in a different way, son is thinking in a different way, but both are agreeing to the same proposal that Krishna should come. If Krishna comes, right? But both had different uh, desires. Yet Krishna created a situation wherein they agreed. They both agreed that if the Gopal deity would come and serve as a witness, the daughter would be given to the young Brahmana. So this intelligence, or you can say, not in, yeah, this situation was created. This situation was created. This young Brahmana saying that, Gopal is witness, and then the elder Brahmana saying, yes, if Gopal comes, and then the young Brahmana, his son also agreeing. This situation was created by Gopal. Why? To satisfy everyone. To create a situation which is acceptable to both contradictory, opinions. It was acceptable to the father, to the son, to the young Brahmana, certainly. It was acceptable to everyone. So that's Gopal. Yes, Mataji. Aditi Lata Mataji.
Mataji, I just wanted to say that Krishna can do anything, right? Krishna can just say, okay, fine, you do this, or he can just come and do it. He can just, in the initial stage itself, like, not let this go beyond, out of control, and he could have done it. But
Yeah.
Krishna is such a filmmaker. He writes a
Rasamurti.
script. Yeah, he
He
writes a
churns it
script.
and gets the feelings
Correct.
out, the love out.
Yes,
Yes.
he creates such beautiful, script.
Situations. Yeah.
Yeah, that for every situation. Like, this reminds me of Jai Vijay's case.
Uh,
Krishna wanted to have this rasa, but he could have said, "Okay, fine, go. I will fight with you." No, he
right.
didn't do it that way. He
He
made
makes it
the situation.
dramatic.
It came from Lakshmi cursing them, remember? Long time back. And
Yeah.
then these four Kumaras. Then he created all this play and nice, drama. And then, he had these
And
pastimes.
and even with the drama with so many players involved, there's this connection, so many connections. That means
Yes.
one shot and so many
In Bengali, we
purposes are
say এক
fulfilled.
ঢিলে, in Bengali we say এক ঢিলে দুই পাখি, but it means like,
Right.
throw
One
one
shot,
stone
two
and
birds.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like that.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful,
But
no?
not,
When we get the connection.
yeah, not two, multiple in Krishna's case.
Like, when that is how it is explained, right? When Krishna came, in fact, it also says Paritranay Sadhunam. This is also because that is also an example.
Yeah.
And yeah, so when he comes for so many things, not one.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
main reason is something else. Yes, that's true. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Right. Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you, dear devotees. We'll continue tomorrow. Mataji, thank you.
Mataji, Hare Krishna, humble obeisances, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Since 2 days, I don't know, Sunday, like a fool, I turned on this thing, I sat here for minutes. Then I said, Sunday, how can I? Later on, because my daughter left me, she said, I'm going, you don't come today. She didn't take me. So I'm sitting, I said, I turned on. And then Saturday, today is Tuesday?
Yeah, so Monday, Sunday and Monday.
Monday, again I did. I sat, few minutes, no, only one person is there, myself. Nobody was there. Then I said, whoa, I don't know. Then today I saw the message. Morning.
Acha, you didn't see the message the other day.
I don't know what happened to me. I want to see
I'm
you.
sorry.
And today I just turned on. I thought 6:30. Already class was going on. 6 or 6:30, Mataji?
Mataji.
6, supposed to be 6, but I joined. Sometimes I become delayed and I do it at 6:15, but supposed to be at 6. Supposed to be at 6.
That is the thing. I thought 6:30.
No, 6.
I came slowly, class was going on. Wow, Krishna's mercy. And then behind you, that Prabhupada, he just looks at me. Every day I see Prabhupada when you give the class, I feel like he's looking at me.
Yes.
That I'm a fool enough. He might be saying that, "Hey, fool, what is that you're saying? You need to note down the time." Like that, he looks at me and I feel so much. Straight, he looks like his eyes is looking at me. I don't know. I am feeling, and the picture was like that. I don't know.
Prabhupada is from Bhajan Kutir, Mayapur Bhajan Kutir, Prabhupada, where Prabhupada actually stayed. So this Prabhupada is from there, from
Most
Mayapur
probably he
Bhajan.
is looking at me.
He's looking at everyone individually.
Oh, yeah. No, but when I sit like this, the eyes look like, I feel like he's looking at me.
Yes.
I don't know why. Anyway, I'm a fool. I'm not doing. And so
No,
every day,
Mataji,
6
sorry.
o'clock.
6, yes, Mataji. Actually, Sunday, normally I do, but Sundays everyone is in the temple. So and of course, I was also not feeling well. So I thought Saturday, Sunday, usually, they are not coming. So, and I also have other things. And I didn't
Morning you
even
have
send a
class.
message. Huh?
Morning also. Morning you had class, no? Sunday morning.
Yes, Mataji. Cancelled.
Here.
When it's too bad, I just cancelled it. But I'll do it.
Yeah, Sunday morning, that class was fantastic, Mataji. Really, Monday morning. Really, I felt so happy that class. See, if you give class, it's elaborately tell everything. That is the difference. So a lot of that, I'm not complaining, but a lot of the other classes, just class at the purport, whatever it is there, they just say that. But you don't say like that. That was very good. I saw a Monday morning class, whole thing I enjoyed. This evening class, I don't know what happens to me. I sit there won't be class. If I don't sit there, I will come late. The class is going on. Now I'll sit 6 o'clock. But you know what? Before that Muralidhar class was there, he always used to send the message. He went to India now.
Oh.
So I can sit here now. He always sends a message, Mataji, come to my class. So I cannot, both are clashing to me.
Yes, Mataji, of course, it's not possible.
Today, I don't know, 1:30, I attended a class, 1:30 to 2:30, 2:30 to 3 o'clock, attended another class, 3:15, like that, I had my lunch.
Oh.
Continuously doing that. That makes me, day goes fast.
Yes.
And that makes me, sometimes here nobody talks. I feel like somebody I'm talking to. Anyway, thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
I took
Hare
all
Krishna.
your time.
No,
Hare Krishna Chatterjee Prabhu. And Chatterjee Prabhu, myself, and we attend 9 o'clock class from Shyam Kumar Prabhu. A lot of classes. Thank you.